Hi there, folks. My name is Sean Cummings, and I am the program coordinator for Warrior Week at Camp Southern Ground. And I wanted to share a few thoughts with you today about grief. Something I've been thinking about a lot recently, and I've kind of come to my own definition. I think it is really the normal and expected response to loss. And we've all experienced loss. It's part of the human condition. But I think we're experiencing more loss now than we ever have before. I know for me, the loss that I feel really feels like a breakup. Like I'm breaking up from somebody. And I have all of these ties, these longing to be with the way things were. And that's grief. You know, that's just grief. And I think it's most important for us to acknowledge grief. If we do nothing else, we acknowledge it. When those feelings start creeping up and we feel that loss and we feel that pain, just say, I'm grieving. And that's okay. I'm grieving. And that's okay. Doesn't mean it's going to feel better. Doesn't mean you're going to be not grieving anymore. But it does mean that you acknowledge your emotion. You acknowledge what you're going through. You have just this bit of kindness with yourself to understand why you're not feeling 100%. I think the next thing that is something you can do with grief, and it's something that I practice daily, is expressing it. So for me, and it looks different for everybody, but for me, the way that I express grief is I'll pick up my guitar and I'll strum out some chords and I'll just say how I'm feeling. And I think what that does for me is I disarm myself by using my brain and using my body to actually play guitar and then talk about it. It allows me to go a little bit deeper with how I'm feeling. It allows me to go just a layer or two deeper and be more honest with myself. Acknowledge it and then express it. Another thing that I've been doing is watercolors. I've been learning how to do watercolors to express myself and express how I'm feeling. Doesn't mean that I'm just going to feel better, but it does mean that I'm aware of how I'm feeling and I'm expressing it in positive ways, in constructive or productive ways. For you, it may be gardening, maybe cooking, maybe journaling. That's the most common one. And it may be doing silly videos and putting those on the internet. Whatever it is, find a healthy way to express how you're feeling. Acknowledge it and then express it. I think the closer we get to understanding our emotions as they pop up and expressing them in healthy ways, the good and the bad, I think we're going to go a lot further in life. We're going to have better relationships with ourselves and with others. And we're going to manage things like grief in a more profound way. If you're grieving, it's okay. It is okay to feel this loss. Do something with it. Do something that is productive. It's going to bring you life, bring you joy. If you have any ideas on how to productively experience and express your grief, share them below. I'd love to learn them, and I think the next person that watches this video would love to learn them too. Take care.